Hello viewers and friends. Today I am going to teach you the pratyay and sarvanam how to add in Sanskrit. It is the basic things for the Sanskrit. When you learn, or those who are the new learner, if you learn the Sanskrit means first of all you have to know this basic things. What is these are? This is called pratyay, pratyay and pratyay, and another is called pratyay and another is called sarvanam. Sarvanam. Or you can say like this: sarvanam plus pratyay. Sarvanam means nothing else but the pronoun. Nothing else but the pronoun. And pratyay meaning is the suffix. Is the suffix. So suffix in the sense like English you are telling talk. Afterwards you are putting ing. You are adding the ing with talk. So it happening talking. Play, playing, or played. Ed you are adding. So what these are? Ed, ing. So these are called the suffix. So in Sanskrit also some pratyas are there, and you have to add with verb and with the pronoun means sarvanam. So first this formula you note down in your note copy first. But you note down this one, sarvanam. Must note down, children. Sarvanam. Sarvanam means pronoun. This one you note down first in your note copy. So first that you have to write here Pratham Purush. Pratham Purush. Okay. Here you write Ekvachanam. Ekvachanam. Here you write Dvivachanam. Here you write Bahuvachanam. The meaning is nothing. Ekvachanam means the singular number. Dvivachanam means dual number. Bahuvachanam means plural number. In other languages, was there? Suppose English, there are two types of number: singular number and plural number. Okay. In Hindi also, if you know little bit, so Ekvachan or Bahuvachan. But Sanskrit is little different. If you learn, you can enjoy also. Ekvachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam. Ekvachanam means where the number will be the only one. Dvivachanam means where the number will be the two. Bahuvachanam means where the number will be the three or more than three. This is called Bahuvachanam. So sarvanam, first sarvanam, pratham purush means first person. What is that? Saha, to, te. This is the meaning. Saha, to, te. It means, saha means nothing else but he. To means both of them. And te means they. Now Madhyam Purush. Madhyam Purush. What is that? Tvam, Yuvam, यूयम. Okay, tvam jubam yuyam means you both, or you all, or you can say you all or you. Another there, Uttam Purush. We are telling in English now, first person, second person, third person, like this: Pratham Purush, Madhyam Purush, Uttam Purush. So, Aham, Avam, Vayam. Keep into mind that Sanskrit is totally like a mathematics. It's a formula. These are the formula. Aham means I. Ava means we both. Vayam means we all or we. Like this mean. So this is called Sarvanam. This is called Sarvanam. Only 9 words. Saha, tau, te, tvam, zuvam, zuyam. How to pronounce and how to read also you have to know. Saha, saha, tau, te, tvam, zuvam, yuyam, aham, avam, vayam. This 9 words. So when you remember fast, you don't say that ekvachanam, dvivachanam, bahuvachanam, pratham, don't say. You just sing a song. Take a guitar, take a piano, whatever may be, and just sing a song. Sahato te, tvam zubam zviyam, aham avam vayam. Just tongue twist. Sahato te. Think that one new album song came and I have to sing. Okay, sometimes suppose I don't know, suppose Tamil language, but we are listening this song and we are enjoying or not. I don't know totally meaning also. Suppose we are telling apudi pore pore pore. We don't know the meaning, but song is listening very good. We are also chanting apudi pore 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 like this. So like this here, you don't know anything. You just think that is the new album song came and you just chant. Sahato te, tvam zubam zviyam, aham avam vayam. Sahato te, tvam zubam zviyam, aham avam vayam. 9 words you just remember. After automatic it is this. When you nothing else, ekvachanam, dvivachanam, bahuvachanam, singular number, dual number, plural number, this one, pratham purush, madhyam purush, first person, second person. These things are not in. You just remember. Afterwards slowly you go the meaning. Saha means he, tau means both of them, te means they, tvam means you, zuba means you both, yuyam means you all or you, aham means I, ava means we both, vayam means we all. Dvivachan means always 2 persons are there. Ekvachan means always singular number, only 1 person is there. And bahuvachan means 3 or more than 3 persons are there. First you chant this one. Then coming to the point, here first beginning I told to you that if you know the Sanskrit or if you want to learn, then you have to know these things first. This is the past basic thing. Basic thing is there like this. Now here instead of Sarvanam, you just write that Pratyay. I told you just how to add the Sarvanam and Pratyay. Just you remember the formula, you can enjoy nicely. Here only you have to remember the formula. Like a Pratyay. This is called Pratyay. Pratyay means suffix. Pratyay means suffix. Okay. The Pratyay what is there? Same. This structure will be there the same. This format will be the same. The structure will be the same. Ekvachanam, dvivachanam, bahuvachanam, pratham purush, madhyam purush. Ti, you tell. Ti, taha, anti. Sitha, tha. Sitha, tha. Ami, avah, amaha. Ami, avah, amaha. Bas, enough. You think like a titaha, anti, sita, tha, ami, avah, amaha. If individually it has no meaning. individually it has no meaning, it hasn't own meaning. But when it will be added with the verb, verb plus suffix, then meaning will come. Example that it will be added with the verb. So suppose you are telling in English go. Suppose ing have no meaning, it has no meaning. But when you are adding with going, then you can use in like a present imperfect or present continuous. You are telling, earlier people were telling the present imperfect. Now these days people are telling present continuous like this, or past continuous. Okay. So one is their simple past, then simple continuous, simple perfect continuous, or present tense also same. Okay. So in Sanskrit, what is that? Suppose you are telling gacha. Gacha means to go, and plus ti is equal to gachati. Means this one means is goes like this, meaning goes, or I like this goes. Okay, gachati means go. Suppose you are telling gachami, here gacha plus ami, this one. So what will be the total? Gacha plus ami, gachami. It means I go. I will tell to you how it will be added. Okay, later on. First you remember that one. Now how, first beginning I told to you how you will join this one. So just first when you wrote in your note copy, you check first everything whatever I wrote, you should be must in your note copy, then you can understand. So first when here I wrote that sarvanam, here pronoun I wrote, that time what I wrote here, saha to te tvam jubam juyam aham avam bayam. When I wrote here pratyay suffix, what I wrote, titah anti sitah ta ami ava amaha. So here beginning what it was there, sarvanam saha, it means saha plus ti. So plus verb plus taha, te plus verb plus anti, then tvam plus si, then yubam plus verb plus tha, yuyam plus verb plus tha, like this it was. First I wrote, you check your note copy part, you wrote saha to te tvam jubam juyam aham avam bayam. Afterwards you wrote titah anti sita tha ami ava am. So here aham plus verb plus ami, avam. First you wrote, you check your note copy, keep with you, then you understand. Ami plus verb plus avah, avam gachavah, vayam plus amaha. So saha with sa, don't commit. Suppose saha, if you will put ami, wrong. If you to, if you will put amaha, it become a wrong. Tvam with that ava you put wrong. So it means Sanskrit having the system. It is totally dependent upon your formula. That's why saha gachati, to gachatah. I told no, to plus verb plus ta. Gacha means to go. Gacha means to go. So suppose gacha saha plus verb I told to you, gacha plus ti. It means what happened? It means saha gachati. It means saha gachati means what? He goes. Beginning I gave to you English meaning also. Saha means he. To means I gave to you both. So both of them go. What you write? To gachatah. To plus gachaha plus taha. Here gachatah. Suppose example again I am writing to you here. Suppose I am telling where English you are giving to you translation. Both of them go. What will make the sentence? Both of them, Sanskrit what? To. You write here to. Then To go Sanskrit what? Go Sanskrit what? Gacha. And what is the suffix taha? You put taha, gacha, taha. So tau, gachata means both of them go. Suppose you are telling they go. They go. Translation you are telling. What you have to do? They Sanskrit what? They Sanskrit what? They. Already you wrote in your note copy. You see, check it. They. Then go Sanskrit what? Gacha. Plus anti. So gachanti. This one. Anti. Or you can write like this. They. Here plus anti. Anti. This one. So it means they gachanti. Bas. Within short time you will learn that Sanskrit is not a big issue. Suppose you go. You are writing you go. You go. You Sanskrit what? Tvam. Already I told you. Go Sanskrit what? Gacha. So gacha plus C. What you write? Gacha C. Gacha C. Same place it will. Where Tvam is there, there you put the C with verb. Verb with the gacha and gacha. Gacha and C. Gacha C. You both go. Yuvam gachatah. Yuyam gachatah. You all. Aham gachami. Means like this. Aham gachami. Means I go. We both go. Avam gachavah. We all go. Vayam gachamaha. Like this meaning. Hope you understand. The first you remember. First always you remember. Sahato te. Tvam jubam juyam. Aham avam vayam. Then you remember. Titaha anti. Sitaha tha. Ami avah am. The way I taught, or the way I am telling to you, remember. You don't remember like this. Sahati. Tauta. Te anti. Then you can't remember. First you front, which one written front? Sahato te. Tvam jubam juyam. Aham avam vayam. That one you remember. Again and again. It is a tongue twisting. One day, today, afterwards, automatically it will come in your tongue. Next, when you remember, then remember the suffix. Titaha anti. Sitaha tha. Ami avah amaha. Sing a song. Sahato te. Tvam jubam juyam. Aham avam vayam. Like this you learn. This is the first basic thing. Okay, whatever. Suppose I am here, I give to you go. Go means gacha. Suppose you are telling you eat. Eat Sanskrit you have to learn. So next video I will upload all the verb. Generally whatever we are using daily life. That one. Okay, then slowly you will learn that verb and you can understand everything. Hope you understood everything. So next video I will bring another whatever the grammar you need for basic I will tell to you. Thank you.